Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the MBT-B, a tier 11 inside the Matchmaker. I'm going to be going over a lot of stuff inside game about my opinions on this and everything else. This was my 10-year anniversary gift and I have not played a whole lot of matches inside this. So hopefully the matches today, actually the matches do go good. I'm recording the intro at the very end. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Leave your comments down below on what you think about tier 11s being added into the game. Anyways, hope you enjoy. Alright, so I've been doing a little bit of research and double checking a ton of stuff to find out that wargaming here on console has been implementing tier 11s. And whenever I say tier 11s, we're talking Night Stalker, the T249, which technically we can consider that to be anti-air gun. It's not meant to go against tanks. The fact is, I only found one situation where they fired it at a tank, and it was a dummy that they were shooting at to see how it would perform, and it did not exactly perform very well. So, looking at the MBT-B here, I realized something. If you take a look over at the Lesta server, our console version actually has stronger armor. Yeah, I was a little bit confused about that. So after looking at it, I decided to say, you know what, I'm going to pull this out for a little while. I want to put a couple of matches into it. And I kind of want to play my free reward that I was given by Wargaming for my 10-year anniversary. Because originally I was angry about it, and now I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm going to play it. Because they sold it to everyone, essentially. Yeah, they sold the tank that was meant to be a 10-year anniversary. Honestly, I would have been better off with like a VK 105 tier 6, if I'm being honest with you. And with VK 105, that light tank that gets the 105 premium variant, I would have been completely okay with that. But 265 standard pin is absolutely amazing on this. This is just gross. So many ways. I don't know why. At 458, already up to 1754 damage. Hello, artillery. And we love you so much. You know, the sky cancer that can splash you for all your health and absolutely destroy you in every single way. Now, the turret's not exactly the same as the Lesta. There still is the weak spot over on the side there. Yep, 265. That's just going to tear through the TNH like it's paper. Because I can't remember if like TNH is like I think it's like 270 something to go through the spaced armor plus that, but you can kind of throw your shell inward to avoid the spaced armor, which is what I did there. It's a little bit hard to see it through all the bushes. A little bit of a standstill right here. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because next season is the Viper season. And they're going to be introducing this Sky Cancer. It's so much fun. Yeah, reload's out. We're going to back off and just wait a second here. And while I'm waiting, I need to double check the name of that tank. The BZT-70. That has a 1050 alpha. And armor that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't want to go up against. I'm going to try and send it right here. Alright, there we go. There is a little bit of a side weak spot on this that you do got to pay attention to, but it's so small to hit it that side scraping, you can really push yourself to not worry about it too much, because as long as you're at distance, you can kind of control it.
Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
Oh, it's so weird seeing that other gun on the left side right there. Yeah, they're deciding to add in tier 11 tanks, and the MBT-B right here is the first edition of the tier 11 tanks, and to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't want to see ridiculous tanks popping inside the matchmaker, which AVRE, Terran, and a list that can go non-stop. Never comes down to. Why are you having? You got high explosives loaded. I'm so lost on that. So yeah, just a real simple game here. Already up to 6,000 damage, and artillery that is the only thing that really damaged me. And for people who play this game a lot better, these tier 11 tanks that are getting added, it's gonna be nothing but hell inside matchmaker. It's the reason why tier 10 is slowly turning into the one tier that no one wants to play. So we do need to start doing a little bit of pushback within the community to try and slow this down, because it is ridiculous on what they're trying to do. Alright, so we got a Strum Tiger. Honestly, they probably could have did the Strum Tiger in a different way and had it going up against like Tiger 1s and Tiger 2s. They could have made that thing like a tier 8 premium that does like 1200 damage with its big 380 just for the memes. That actually, no, I think the Tech Tree tier 10 is pretty cool. In all the other games, Strum Tiger is a big meme tank. In this game, it's actually kind of usable. So people who want to have fun with it, they can actually play it and enjoy it a little bit. Speaking of which, I want to go after the Strum Tiger, but at the same time, I feel like if I chase him down, I'm going to run into a big derpy problem. Oh, there you are. Lovely. Under armor overmatch. You know, I got maybe a couple more. Want to catch that barrel, because there's no armor on the Strum Tiger's barrel, so sure, high risk, high reward. Anyways, good game. Real simple match. 8,000 damage dealt in a super short amount of time. In all honesty, this is the first match I played inside my MBT-B in quite some time, and to be able to just pull out 8,000 damage like it's nothing, because essentially there's no weak spots on this turret if you play it correctly. It is absolutely ridiculous. First match, mastery badge, and did I shoot any premium that match? I don't remember if I loaded premium to throw it out, but yeah, gotta put a couple more inside this. And that's ridiculous first game. So with all these Lesta tanks that are slowly being brought over to the game, I have mixed emotions about it. I just hope that whenever the BZT-70 gets added to the game, that it's not going to be hitting for 1,000 as a heavy with all that armor that it has, because the game's all about effective trading. The MBT-B here is a tank that I do believe is banned inside of some competitive matches. I could be completely wrong about that, but it's just that with the additions of all these tanks that are almost unparalleled, unmatchable whenever it comes down to haul down scenarios. For instance, would you rather be playing your E5 or the MBT-B here? Personally, I'd rather be playing the MBT-B because I can actually go effective haul down without much worry, compared to, you know, worrying about my hatch non-stop and everything else. This is one of those tanks that I don't really have a whole lot to worry about. Lovely, Chieftain. Now, I do want to try and make my way down into the waterway here on the left. I remember watching a guy a while back. I'm gonna give it a try. If I die here, it'll be included no matter what. If I die, or if I don't. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I watched a guy drive over this and land on the ice here, and make it. So I wanted to see if I could do it. He did it in a medium tank. I'm in a heavy. But I do want to try and make it over there. Because if I can make it there, and if I'm hauled down inside this tank, that chieftain, there's nothing that the chieftain can really do to me. He's in a bad spot, so he can't spot me. Let's hit his tracks. And now we're going to have time to pull in and disappear. One thing is, if you are playing on the opposite side of the map here, and no one takes this bottom section, I always like to try and at least take out the ice here to prevent a back push like this. Because you can shoot the ice to stop this type of back push entirely. But I'm already here, which means that this chieftain that's there, he is now in one heck of a pickle.
Pickle? Nah, man. I don't know damn pickle. Pickle.
There we go. And now we own the entire southern region now because I'm right here. As soon as I push up, I'm going to be putting a lot more control down. Slowing down any progression of the match on this side. See, the standard B, he knows that he has to leave. Ooh, a low roll. Alright. You got to kill the cancer first. And 277. Already completely decimating this entire side of the flank. T-57. You know, I'm still confused on why they buffed all these tanks and gave them 420 alpha. Why the Americans got this super big bump up for whatever reason. I mean, the entire northern region of the map here, they're taking over. So we're going to have to get a little aggressive back here. Start throwing out some damage and try and make sure we get control. There we go. But seeing how this tank performs, it's just ridiculous in so many ways. Oop. Go for a track and damage shot there. Either way, this is over. We already own this area. We should put some pressure on their cap. And then push up on the left side here. Because they're going to be making their way back. So I'm going to want to go haul down in that top section there since we own this side of the map now. 6-6, and we need to get pressure on them ASAP.
We're taking the enemy base.
Yep, this will force them to come back. Looks like AVRE is going to be coming up top. I'm going to pop that radio back in so we get better signal. There we go. Up in the B9, B8, we got detection of that guy because we fixed the radio. So now we have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. I don't know where I'm aiming. There we go. And since they're putting pressure on cap, I kind of feel like I'm going to rotate back to their cap and hope that we get some trade-off damage. That way they can hit a reset and then I'll be able to park on it. Might need to load premium. Maybe not, because we got his hatch. And you see, I don't have a hatch, so there's not a whole lot he can do against me right here. I want to get aggressive, but I don't want to let him know that I'm getting aggressive. Which he knows now, so it's not like it matters. Let's bring the fuel tank back in. We're going to get aggressive head on here. I don't know where I'm aiming. That's fine, because we're just going to put a heat run through his top. Ah, 780. You see right there, his armor is just absolutely amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's supposed to be amazing. You're in a tier 11, essentially. You're actually in a better version of the tier 11 inside this tank. And this is why I get upset. Because they add in these tanks and then they don't do anything to really rebalance them. If anything, this thing got buffed to like beyond a buff. There's a lot of hit points on the enemy team coming up in the backside here. I wonder if they're going to be falling back. If they are, I might be better off taking a left to engage them from better distance, but... Or this TD, let's see if... I take that corner right there. And what's so nice about this is that I've been working right side the entire match, which means that I'm using that 350. And 350 on the turret of a heavy tank. Like, it's ridiculous to think that this has got better armor than like a 705A or a 279E. Essentially, this has got better armor than a 279E. Get the Kalag P. I wonder where the mouse is. We're going to put a 432. Kind of worried about where that mouse might be at. Worried for very good reason right there. But as you can see, it's just like, I'm not afraid to push these guys at all. Just because I have this amazing turret, amazing hull, and they're going to struggle against me in every single way as I move to perform inside this. Now, I'm not going to lie, my heart rate is going up. Because, I'm not used to doing 8K back-to-back like this. No point in rushing the mouse right away. We're going to let our chieftain do a little bit of work here. Let the chieftain finish off the kill. Good game. But it's just ridiculous to look at these tanks and know that this is how they perform back-to-back. Non-stop games like this, where this is now the second game where I pulled out 8K. And keep in mind, like, over on Watt Stars, this is, in fact, only my second match inside this tank with 14,000 WN8. With 7,974, 9,255 combined inside this tank. I don't play my MBT-B that much. I've only played 9 matches in my entire career. And the main reason why is just because, to me, this tank feels ridiculous in so many ways, and then they decided to buff it. It's a tier 11 at tier 10, and it irritates me to see it here. And now a match over in Pilsen. Pilsen's going to be a little bit of a different play. You know, you're not going to be able to utilize that hull down potential unless you go down the 890. If we do go 890, we should be essentially able to just tear through the entire side there. So I'm thinking I might, but for starters, I'm probably going to hit G6 first and then wait to see how the match progresses. In G6, you can get a couple of cross shots for people who are trying to get organized inside the back. So it's a decent play to hit G6 right away. If you don't know how your match is going to progress, that is, then it's okay to hit G6. T249 black. I was taking a little bit of time to move up to G6 right away, so I'm kind of falling back a little bit compared to normal. Should have did that at the end of the game. There's not going to be much of a crossfight right here. And it looks like our heavy pull down in the low section is already taking care of what they need to do. So I might get a little aggressive right here. Not 100% just yet. See if we can try and catch a couple of these guys out. Simplistic. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see that get nerfed. There we go, 466. Oops, shot a little bit too early there. Alright, this side looks like it's going to fall apart, so I need to fall back. I'm going to start pre-falling back a little bit here. I want to slow down that bat chat. Teeth breaker. The FV doesn't want to move, then I'll punish him even more. I have 7 MBT-B. 9 to 10 right now. I don't know what the TD is back there. The Grillio. I'm kind of stuck guarding this position right here and try to prevent them from pushing in. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to slow him down entirely. There we go. Conway, Centauro, Batchat. We're going to pull the IS-7 here in a moment. He's ammo racked, so... Super aggressive Conway. And that waffle. I don't want to pull the waffle. But I'm going to get one shell into him because he's probably aiming at the big guy there. There we go. And we need to take control of that right side again. I'm very certain he beats my reload. Oh, my fault. It's all about playing correctly inside this. If you want to overexpose your front, I'll take advantage. Second time the Amarak's been hit, I got 16 seconds until it's back. Five seconds. There we go. Slow them down. Let's get close to him. We don't want him to get easy freebies on us. And immediately just taking full control over this entire situation here. Really good teamwork on the end too. Alright, since he's pulling out the fire, I also need to pull up and get aggressive against this Panzer IV. It looks like the Panzer IV quit. There we go. Yeah, that is ridiculous. 3 matches, and they're all above 6,500 damage each. In a tank that I rarely ever play. So for me to look 3 mastery badges in a row, and then for the last match, I don't think I showed up the stats for the last one. I kind of rushed looking at the other server for the tier 11. So profile, we'll take a look at what the Arctic region stats. 3,000 blocked, mastery badge, Top Gun, 7 kills. And then was last match also a Top Gun? No, it was 4. So, yeah, I kind of gotta say I sit here and I wonder why it is that they're bringing in tier 11 tanks into the game. That even for me, rarely ever playing these and just playing them ever so mildly, that if they're played correctly, they completely decimate the matchmaker. And it's irritating to see that that's the entire case for these tanks. Anyways, you guys, if you want to leave your opinions down in the comment section, please do. If you have any ideas for another tank to go ahead and cover, please drop it down below and I will consider doing them. Because this, I wanted to get it out there before the next season starts, because we do need to put a little bit of backlash towards wargaming on adding in tier 11 tanks. And the MBT-B, I didn't realize it was a tier 11 until about 3 hours ago, looking over at the Lesta server. So, guys, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a great day. Catch you in the next one.
Pickle? Nah, man. No damn pickle. Hey, man. What's wrong with pickle, bro?